Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see today, I am bringing you guys another holiday nail tutorial. For this one, we're going to be working on a cute bow, some snowflakes, and a candy cane. These were a set of press-ons I made for myself, and then I just used normal nail glue to attach. These nail decals were made with my Cricut machine, and so if you guys are ready to see how I did these, please keep watching and let's get started. And also don't forget to subscribe and share. Here I am on Cricut Design Space and I'm just going to open up a new project. I do have my nail template with a direct link on my Etsy if you guys needed it. This is the link right here and it takes you directly to my Cricut project. Now all you have to do is just open it in Cricut Design Space and customize. Here in our project, we have a set of 3 templates, including long, extra long, and short. I always use just the long set, so I'm just going to delete the ones I don't need. And now our template is ready to go. This direct link is only for Cricut Design Space, and so if you're using a different program, all you have to do is just upload the PNG files that are also included in the Etsy listing. Here we can see this is a PNG file, so the background's already removed. I like to upload it with a print and cut so I can keep the colors. Since it's only a template, it doesn't really matter. And now I'm just gonna upload. Once we add to Canvas, this image is way too big, but I do include all the sizings you need in the instructions on the Etsy file as well. And so once we enter our sizing, we can see here our template is ready to go. And so I'll just be giving this a title and then saving it to my projects. From here, it's just about designing. I do use Pinterest to get a lot of my nail ideas, and so I'm going to start with just a bow. For that, I'm just going to create a line with my shapes and then just put it right through the middle of my index finger. On the left-hand side of Cricut Design Space, we can see our shapes. However, right under it, we can see images. Here, I'm just going to type in bow and filter out the free stuff. All these bows are free for you to use. And so I think I'll be using this cute little bow here, and so I'm just going to add it to my canvas. I wanted the bow to have an outline, so I'll just be using offset, and if we go over to the negatives, we could see it creates an outline, and once we slice it, we have the outline of the bow that we wanted. I don't have the Cricut Design Space subscription, and so all you see from my videos is just me using the free version and everything that is free and available to you. And I do like to change the colors just to give me a better idea of how the nails are looking. Now that my bow is done, I'm heading over back into images, and here I'm going to type in a snowflake. And so once again, Cricut Design Space has a lot of snowflakes we can pick from. If we just use the free filter right here, these are all available to you. And you can use any of these that you want, but I didn't really like them, and so I'm heading over to Google. And here I just typed in snowflake silhouette, and I'm just going to look for something that I like. I'm looking for a design that is clear and also not too intricate, since I don't want my Cricut to be struggling too much. Here is the image I picked, and so I'm just saving it over to my computer. Back in Cricut Design Space, all we have to do is just upload our image. I always use complex to clean it up, and as we can see here, it's just a black square, so we do have to remove that background. I like to increase the tolerance and then just click on the background and we can check our snowflake is left behind, and now we just save as a cut image. Once we add it to our canvas, all we have to do is just size it down and add it to any nails you want. And try not to make them too small, since they do have a lot of detail. I want them to be as clear as possible. For the candy cane nail, I will be using these red stripes and then just placing them diagonally all through the nail. You don't have to have them too long. I will be cutting them, or you can just use a file to file them down. I will also be creating some thicker lines and some thinner lines to really resemble the candy cane look. And here I was supposed to put the nail white, but I ended up just making some of the stripes white. I got confused a little bit, but you don't have to cut out the white stripes if you make the nail white. All you have to do is just do the red stripes. For the final pinky nail, I'm just going to be adding a bow right to the tip of it, but I do want it to be filled, so I'm just going to hide all contours and place it right in the tip. And so now we just hide the template and we are ready to make. Here I increase my project copies to 3 just to make sure I have enough pieces, and now we can begin cutting. I usually use the vinyl setting to cut, but this time I want a deeper cut since Cricut has been acting a little funny, so I did use the holographic vinyl setting. The white vinyl is by HTV Ronds. This always cuts out really great, and we can see here our snowflakes look really good. I don't remember where I got this red glittery vinyl, but we can see here the cut isn't that great, but that is exactly why I always cut out extra pieces. In 99% of my videos, you will find me using these Model 1 soft gel tips. These are my favorite ones to use. They are linked in my Amazon storefront, and I have just placed them right on their little trays here, also on my Amazon storefront. And so to prep the nails, I will be buffing off the top shiny layer of the nail. For the thumb, I wanted kind of like an icy effect, and so I'll be using this really glittery gel polish just for the thumbnail. You can use a silver or a white on the background before adding the glitter, but I did want it to kind of look like ice and be see-through, so I'm just going to be doing 2 layers of this glitter polish. And always make sure to cure between layers. Moving on to my candy cane nail, I have to make this one white, and I did start off by using this really milky white, but it wasn't white enough and it wasn't going to the color that I wanted it, so I did end up using a different white on top of it. Going back to the thumbnail, now that the first layer of glitter gel polish has cured, we are adding our second layer. I just love how it shines, and it's going to look so cute with their snowflake. Here I'm doing the second layer of white, and we can see how the color is a lot more brighter, very different than the first white, and that is actually the look that I was going for. For the nude background color, I'll be using this gel polish here, and again, we're going to do this to the rest of the nails and do 2 coats on each. Here's what the nails look like after applying the base colors. To remove the top sticky layer, I do take some alcohol and then just some cotton balls and just wipe down the nails. Make sure to do this before applying any vinyl, because if you try to apply your vinyl to a sticky nail, it will not stick and it's just going to lift up. And so once the nails are wiped, we are ready to move to our vinyl. Make sure that you are lifting little by little. I start at the edge, and this will prevent your nail decals from ripping. Now we can just place our nail decal right on top of the nail and use our tweezers to shape and mold it right on top. You can also use your fingers to press it down a little bit, but just don't touch it too much because you don't want to leave too many oils behind. If the nails are too big, we can just use our little clips here and then just cut out those extra pieces. Now I'm taking my Beetles base gel and then just applying my first layer just to seal in the snowflake. All the products I'm using today, I'll have them linked in the description below, but they're also available in my Amazon storefront. After curing the base layer, I do like to add rhinestones or anything else that I need, but in this case, I'm just doing a top coat and sealing this all together. This Beetles top coat is a non-wipe, meaning when it's dry, it will just be nice and shiny. not sticky at all. I always do 2 top coats. This makes sure that everything is encapsulated and our nail decals are not going to peel off. Moving on to the index finger, which is the present nail, I'll be taking one of the little bows and then just placing it right on top of the nail. And once the bow is on, all we have to do is get that long stripe and then just place it right through the middle. Here I am applying my base layer just to make sure everything is sealed in. But once that's cured, I am taking this rhinestone glue and then just putting a dot right in the middle of the bow and just gonna add a little rhinestone. And make sure to cure the rhinestone glue first for a little bit before applying your top coat. For the middle finger, I did use smaller snowflakes, but they peeled off really easily, and we can see here the cut was really great. And so for the rest of the nails, everything is very repetitive, so I'm just going to let you guys watch and then I'll be back once I'm done. And so just like that, we have our holiday nail press-ons ready to be applied. And so if you guys liked this video and found it helpful, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And also head over to my Instagram and my TikTok for a lot more pictures and videos of my work. And just thank you so much for watching.